our first prediction in the race, of course it's going to be a race, Lightning McQueen is the crew chief for McQueen Cruz Ramirez in all the races. And the race focuses around Cruz as she rises to the top to beat Jackson Storm and the rest of the cars from Cars 3. Now, the race takes place outside Radiator Springs on the new raceway. And over here, prediction number 2, Chick Hicks is the race announcer for all the races in the upcoming Cars 4. Can you believe it? Chick Hicks, once the enemy of Lightning McQueen, is now going to be calling the races for Lightning McQueen as crew chief for Cruz Ramirez. Now that's prediction number 1 and number 2. Okay, let's try number 3. You ready? I bet you didn't see that coming. Look, Smoky is now the crew chief for Lightning McQueen as he tries to regain his position as number 1 racer in the Pixar Cars Piston Cup Trophy Series. There he is, racing against Jackson Storm and all the rest of the cars. Now that's a good one because don't forget, Smoky taught Doc Hudson all his secrets in dirt track racing, and he's now helping Lightning to specialize in racing these cars. That's number 3. Number 4 is a bit different. In our 4th prediction for Cars 4, I predict there's going to be a spy angle to it, to the story, and guess who's going to join the spies? Miss Fritter is going to join up with Mater, Finn McMissile, and Holly Schiffwell to solve a mystery. And you can also bet one thing too for prediction number 5. Watch this, are you ready? The Lemons from Cars 2 are definitely going to be in Cars 4. But their new leader is not Professor Z. The new leader is Sterling from Cars 3. After he sold his business to Dynaco-Tex for Cruz Ramirez's rights, he turned bad, and now they're out to get Lightning and sabotage the entire racing circuit. Okay, we're at number 6 right now. And number 6, in Cars 4, I predict we're going to see a return of the World Grand Prix cars, because they were so good in Cars 2, and since this is going to be a spy episode, remember I told you we're bringing back Finn McMissile, Holly Schiffwell, and Spy Mater? Well, I think there's going to be a spy mission involved, but not all the cars, because most of the cars in the World Grand Prix were kind of like, no one knew who they were. The most important ones were Francesco Bernoulli and Jeff Gorvette. Jeff is so excited, he does a handstand. Jeff, stop showing off, get down there. Okay, anyway, there's Jeff. I predict Jeff Gorvette and Francesco Bernoulli will be in Cars 4. And also, I mentioned before, number 7. Okay, here comes number 7, move this out of the way. The spy team this year in Cars 4 has Miss Fritter. I told you that in the first episode. But what you don't know is Miss Fritter is a double agent to the Lemons. She's working with Sterling and Professor Z and Sir Miles Axelrod. She's the trouble for the secret agents. That's number 7. Number 8, you never saw this coming. Watch this here, you ready? Chick Hicks is also working with the Lemons. That's number 8. Chick Hicks is finally going to get McQueen, and he's taking over a camera. The camera used by Chuck Choke Cables. That's number 8. And he's going to use the beam to knock out the cars in the races. And Chuck doesn't even know it because Chick Hicks has control of the camera. That's number 8. Okay, now number 9. You ready for this here? If you remember Cars 3, Dynaco-Tex bought the Rusty's franchise from Sterling. Remember? Sterling bought Rusty and Dusty out in Cars 3, and Lightning was now going to be working for Sterling, but Dynaco bought them out, and now Cruz Ramirez is going to be wearing the Dynaco colors in Cars 4, and get this, Lightning McQueen is going back to his dream colors, Dynaco Lightning McQueen for the big race. Okay? What do you think of that? That's number 9. And number 10, the big one, during the big race with the World Grand Prix racers, Francesco, Jeff Gorvette, Lightning McQueen, Dynaco, and Jackson Storm, a beam of energy comes from the camera from Chuck Copeland and hits Cruz Ramirez. And she flies through the air and lands on top of Jackson Storm. Lightning makes his way through the crowd and wins the big Piston Cup World Cup Championship of all time, and that ends the top 10 predictions for Cars 4. We have no clue if they're even going to be a Cars 4, but we're predicting Cars 4 will come eventually.